Hello you guys, we are headed back to Disney World, and if you are new to my channel, what I typically do with these trip announcement videos is leading up to our Disney trip, I will sit down and go through our trip itinerary and share all of our trip details and plans with you guys. It is so fun to share, and I know I love hearing how other people plan out their Disney vacations because everyone does Disney just a little bit different. So it's always fun to hear how someone else plans out their family Disney trip. So let's go ahead and dive into all of our trip plans and details. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. We are headed back April 16th through the 20th. We'll be there 4 nights and 5 days, and we are staying at the Wilderness Lodge. I'm so excited about this one. This resort is very sentimental for me. This was actually the very first Disney resort that I ever stayed at when I was 3 years old. So it's extra special that I get to bring my 3-year-old daughter, and I'm so excited. We are staying on the hotel side, so we are not renting DVC points on this trip. We are doing kind of a split stay. I don't know if you can call it that. We're not switching resorts, but we are switching room types. So I'll share a little bit more about how all that played out. But let me start with our itinerary, and I'll share a few of the things that I'm most excited for about the trip. So day one, our travel day, I was a crazy person and booked a 5 a.m. flight. I don't know, it sounded like a great idea in the moment when I booked it because, well, one, it was the cheapest flight option, so score. And then two, our arrival time is 8 a.m. So I'm thinking, this is incredible. We'll be at the resort, before 9 a.m. This is gonna be so great. And now I'm thinking, wait a second, that means we need to be at the airport at 3:30 in the morning. We need to leave our house slightly before 3 a.m. That means a 2 a.m. wake up. So now I'm kind of kicking myself. On the bright side, we will be there by 9 a.m. So we'll have that entire day at Disney. We'll get there and eat breakfast at the resort, and we'll have a full day. So that is the one perk of doing the 5 a.m. flight, but we are not morning people whatsoever. This is more of like a middle of the night flight. That's what it's gonna feel like, but you know what? It's gonna be great. It's gonna work out. We're gonna get there at 9 a.m. and we're gonna be so happy to be there that we won't even think about our 2 a.m. alarm. So anyway, our plan for that day, because we are having such an early morning, we are not gonna do a park that day. I figured getting there and rushing off to the park would just be a lot, especially for my toddler, going from such an early morning and getting such little sleep that night. I just want a chill day at the resort. So we are gonna do a full resort day, and I'm really excited to spend an entire day at Wilderness Lodge. I feel like this resort has so much to offer, so it's gonna be really nice to be able to fully experience it and get to do everything. So we are just gonna lay low, hang out at the pool, and hopefully we'll get an early check-in so that my toddler can have a really good nap that day. And then my plan after that is either to do more pool time, or we'll grab dinner at Geyser Point and probably just see if we can catch the fireworks from Wilderness Lodge. There are some really great spots to watch the fireworks there. Obviously you can't see the castle or anything like that, but it's still a great spot where you can see the fireworks. So that's my plan for our travel check-in day, and then we'll call it an early night and get some rest for our first full park day. Day 2 is Magic Kingdom, and this is gonna be a very full day because we are hoping to experience Tron. So my plan would be, in a perfect world, we'll get a virtual queue, and then potentially we could get an individual lightning lane as well and ride twice. And that is a huge perk of having my husband on this trip too. I should have mentioned it's gonna be me and my husband and my 3-year-old daughter, and we'll get to just take turns riding while the other one stays back with our toddler. So we'll get to do Tron, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then of course that night is Happily Ever After. I'm so excited. This is such a special fireworks show. It's the one that has always made us emotional, and we never had that emotional attachment to Enchantment. So I think it's just gonna be really special. We are still debating on the fireworks dessert party just because of the cost. There are some other things on this trip that we are spending a lot of money on, and so we're still debating if we're gonna be able to do this. I just checked actually yesterday, and there's still availability for our date for the pre-party and the post-party, which is really surprising to me. But maybe if we're able to like scrape some pennies together, we might be able to just book something last minute if it's still available. If not, no big deal. We've done it several times now, and you know, it would be great, but it's not gonna be the end of the world if we don't get the dessert party on this trip, because like I mentioned, we're doing some other really special things that I'm really excited to share about. But that is our first full park day, Magic Kingdom. Day 3 is gonna be Epcot, and what I love about our Epcot days is that we don't really make plans other than just to be at Epcot. So I don't know if we'll even do Genie Plus. We just really love to be there and enjoy the festivals. And I mean, there's so much to do for toddlers there with or without Genie Plus, between the playgrounds and just, I don't know, there's lots of walk-on rides that you don't need Genie Plus for. So lots to do, lots of amazing food and drinks. And then of course we'll catch the fireworks later that night. But yeah, not a lot to share about our Epcot day. We just love having a really chill, laid back Epcot day. Day 4 is Hollywood Studios, and this is the portion of our trip where things kind of get switched up a little bit. So I mentioned that we are switching room types. So our first 3 nights, we are gonna be in just a standard room at Wilderness Lodge on the hotel side. And then I really had my heart set on club level at this resort, but when we booked, there was no availability for a standard club level room. So I just booked the standard room, and every few days I would just pop on the website and see if anything would appear, and you know, never saw anything, but I would just keep checking. Well, no joke, like 2 weeks ago, I was checking and I saw a deluxe club level room pop up. Now, the deluxe room is just about double the price of our standard room. So it didn't really make sense for us to upgrade and like double our resort costs just to have that room type. And to clarify, the deluxe club level rooms are not DVC. This is specifically on the hotel side. And the deluxe rooms are basically like a 1-bedroom, but minus the kitchen. So my thought was, what if we upgraded our last night to the deluxe club room instead of all 4 nights? So that way we still can experience it, but we're not paying for we're not paying to upgrade for our entire trip. So I called Disney, they were able to make it happen, and we switched our 4th night to this deluxe club level room. And I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's where a lot of our extra budget is going towards, is this last night room upgrade for club level. And the nice thing about club level is even if you are only staying 1 night, you get access to the club lounge your entire check-in day first thing that morning, as well as your entire checkout day up until midnight. So you essentially have 2 full days that you have access to the lounge, even if you're just staying the 1 night. So it's a really great value, even just for 1 night. And I'm really excited to document the whole thing, and I'll share more about club level in my review and if it's worth it, you know, all the things. But I'm so excited. And we've done club level once before at the boardwalk, and we absolutely loved it. So I'm really excited to experience the club lounge at Wilderness Lodge. I've heard incredible things, so I cannot wait. But that morning, we are gonna be heading out to Hollywood Studios. It's also our checkout morning of our standard room. So we'll have to have everything packed up. We'll bring our luggage down to Bell Services, and then we'll head out to Hollywood Studios. We have a early lunch reservation at the Rodeo Roundup Barbecue, which I'm also very excited about. So lots of new fun things on this trip. And then we will head back to Wilderness, and hopefully our room is ready. But even if it's not, we can hang out in the club lounge and just enjoy a relaxing atmosphere. You get all of your food and drinks included up there. I mean, it's gonna be so incredible. And then again, hopefully we'll get an early check-in and we can do nap time with my toddler. And then I'm thinking we're just gonna do a half day at Hollywood, because I don't know, I'm not really feeling Fantasmic on this trip. The past couple of times that we've done it with my toddler, she's been kind of scared by the show. There's just a couple of parts, like the villain portion, that she's just not really into, and I end up having to cover her eyes. We're just gonna skip it this trip. So I don't think we're gonna go back to Hollywood that night. We're just gonna have it be a half-day park, and we are going to enjoy being club level at Wilderness Lodge. And I don't know, we might go back to the pool, I don't know, who knows? We're just gonna hang out. And that's one thing about my family specifically, we just really love doing Disney at a really slow, relaxed pace. And we are not like go, go, go kind of people. We don't rush out the door. We don't try to do like as many attractions and rides as possible. We just like being at Disney. We just love the resorts, and we just really love just being together and hanging out. And yeah, so that's how we do Disney. So the whole club level experience is going to be perfect if you are like us and you enjoy being at the resort, you enjoy kind of slowing it down a little bit. It's going to be really great. And then day 5 is our checkout day. It's going to feel so like, oh, it's going to feel like such a bummer having just checked into this amazing deluxe room and then only getting one night there. But I'm still so excited and beyond grateful that we're able to have that experience. So we'll check out day 5, and again, we'll have full access to the lounge so we can do breakfast, and our flight doesn't leave until after 3 o'clock. So we'll have a good chunk of the morning and early afternoon at the resort still, and we can just hang out at the lounge. My plan is to film a bunch of videos while we're there, so we'll have a lot of resort time for me to be able to film content for you guys and answer a lot of questions and share the whole experience and share all about this resort and, you know, the club lounge and all the things. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. And that is basically our itinerary for our trip. So I'm so excited. Make sure that you are subscribed because I'm going to be vlogging the entire trip, so you will not want to miss these trip vlogs. And head over to Instagram as well because I document our trip in real time on stories. So if you want to kind of follow along again in real time, Instagram is definitely the place you want to be. I'll have my Instagram handle listed down below. But I think that's it. And yeah, lots of prepping for Disney content, packing for Disney, a Disney haul, outfit video. Like I've got a ton of videos coming very soon leading up to this trip. So again, make sure that you are subscribed. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for following along, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.